Alright, welcome. This will be my next episode of How To, and this one will be about control groups, or how to control them, how to set them up, or how I do it, okay? There might be some perfect way how to control your units. I don't know, I do things my style, and I'll be showing you that. If you take something from it, fine. If not, then it's fine also. First of all, I have to say a few things. Let me just show you something. Game, here, general, unified unit orders. Holding down control when issuing an order will send it to all units you control. I have it on. And one more thing, auto select summoned units, it's on. Alright? So if I'm not mistaken, that should mean that if I summon my bear... No, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. Alright, so we'll be going for those control groups. Oh, what is it actually? You know, this is still a strategy environment. This is not Diablo that you have only one guy, you can not even click on the other guy. You still can do everything that you do on a strategy, like check out armors, everything. There's, you know, attack, there's a movement, hold, stop, everything as a strategy has. Even groups. And what it is above your letters on keyboard you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, numbers. And usually those numbers are groups. Or you set them as a groups. It's every strategy, StarCraft, Warcraft 3, any strategy has these type of groups. Even like Age of Empires, you did that. So what you do is that you hold control, okay, you select the unit and you press control 1. I have 1 on my main hero. So control 1, you tap it, and 1 is hero right now. So if I'm in a base with the courier, I can double tap. One tap basically brings you here. And if you want to go to the location of hero, you can double tap it. That's the thing, if you're checking something, very quickly, if there's some hero, what hero is there, you can double tap the hero back to that location of his. The second group, meaning control selecting unit, or select unit control 2, and that's my summoned unit most of the times. If it's like a Syllabear, Lone Druid, Lycan, or Enigma, or something like that, usually the second group is, or most of the time the second group is the summon. So I have this guy on number 2, this guy on number 1. Okay, I don't use the F1, F2, F3, that's kind of too far for my fingers. These groups are for a reason that they are not that far from, your hands on a keyboard, so you can still cast spells, you can still go do for groups, and you don't have to move your hand, awkwardly around the keyboard. And the third group, what I do is I go for basically the whole thing. It's third one. So I have one hero, second one is the unit, and third one both of them. So right now, okay, let's check it out on the lane. Let's say there's a hero, there's no hero. Let's say this is the hero, or this is the hero. I'm sending everything to him, but the guy is running there, he'll be running there. I can micro on the cliffs, so we are still attacking him, and then I can take everybody and basically follow it up with something. Most of the times I use this like like this, as a together. If he's too close to me, I just put 2 and put him a little further. That's basically how I play, okay? It's a perfect because if somebody's ganking you, you just put the command like everybody's gone and your bear can attack. You can still controlling, your bear is attacking because you got the group, and then you can whatever do you here, the bear is still attacking, and you can kind of force him to attack you here. And definitely the groups make sense. Like, you can't really have one group, you need to have different groups for different units. Of course in a jungle it doesn't really that matter, but I'm talking about line or later game. Right now I want to talk just quickly about that freaking control function, that if you hold control and do any movement, if you have it activated, that freaking settings again, these settings, the game and unified or unit orders, it's definitely, it takes time because making groups, okay, you need to hold it control. So sometimes if making groups very fast, you can move it awkwardly, so they move like retards there because you have that control unified. But it's perfect, okay, it's perfect for Manta or things like that. Or you have Beastmaster, which I'll be showing you up. You want to As sometimes there's a stun, you want to attack instantly with everything you have. And that is that, okay? Let's just go there and I will show you how I can instantly attack everything what I have with the Manta. Okay, and we are attacking right now the guy, instantly. I don't have to select them, because selecting, he'll be gone a long time ago. You hold the control and you attack. Right away after the Manta you hold it and you attack. It's a perfect way how to, how to do things. And even you can hold it with the images, they will attack. Then you can select them as group 2 and you can attack further, your hero being safe. But definitely I would recommend that control with the Manta heroes or any summoning unit heroes. It definitely is good when you can attack instantly. You don't have to make groups. It takes second, but that second can be crucial. There's that movement instant. So definitely the hold to control unified unit orders in settings, I would recommend it on. So this is the basics. Okay, group 1 is this guy, second group and third group, they are both of them. I'll be showing you with the multiple heroes like Enigma, like Lycan, that is very similar, or even Enchantress. Okay, so let's move to the next hero. This is just basic. Alright, we are with the second hero, that is Lycan. He's very similar to the Lone Druid. He's got his form, the shapeshift, he's got his summon units. Difference is that he's got 2 of them. So in a jungle, it kind of requires, even on a line, micro. Much more than only 1 unit. But in the fights, in everything else, it acts like a 1 unit, because you send them together. That's the thing. So they can do those criticals right away. Basically both of them at the same time. It's definitely not. You don't micro them as 2 separate groups. There's not possible. If you want to micro them, you can select the one from the group and do something with them. But then again, both of them are in the same group. One more thing I forgot to mention is that courier. I would recommend, okay, for new players, if you are a new player, have that courier selected here. Game, unit actions, select courier. Let's go for Z. Okay, let's go for Z. And now Z is my courier. So whenever I want a courier, I can go Z. I don't have to think like what group is that, Is it like 4 because I have already third group or 3 groups? I have it Z. In every single game it's the same. So definitely I would recommend that. Right now, let's go for the summoned units. And again, I'll be showing you how instant that is. Okay, if you wanna, let's say I wanna attack Z with those units, holding control, and we are attacking right away. They are attacking, I'm marking my guy, and it's instant. If I would have to select them and they are different units, they will attack the closest unit after summoning. That's the strategy environment. They will attack the closest unit. So this guy can attack this guy can attack this guy, and the Zeus will be basically without those initial hits. Holding that control, if you have it activated on the menu as I said, will allow you to do instant attack on Zeus after summon, or the quickest attack. So definitely this is the good part of that. Now the groups, again, control 1, selecting the Lycan. He's the always the hero for me is the first group. This is a second group. You can click them like that, or you can select them like this. I would definitely recommend doing groups like this. It's much more faster. It definitely takes practice, but it's definitely faster than doing doing like this, or just double clicking. This takes time. This is instant, almost instant. Other thing I want to talk about is this. So this is like a second group. 2 of them, as I said. You don't really micro them separately. If they are in trouble, you can take one. But then again, you are having both of them as one group, as one attacking unit. And this is the first group, second group, and the third group are both of them. With the Lycan, these are fast right now, okay, but with your ulti activated, they will only block you. So send the wolves and micro your wolf around. I would definitely recommend that. Because they will slow you down, because you have maximum movement speed with the Lycan forms. That's why I built a Facebook to just go through units, not really because of the move speed. Like my games. Well, I tried it, and so that's the way I play, okay, with the Lycan. The same grouping as with Lone Druid, sorry. This is the third one, all of them, second one, first one. One more thing that I want to mention is that if you have selecting these units and you want, you are on a run, you don't really want to click on them separately. Let's say you just want to Lycan, or let's just you want to just Wolf as a group 2. You can't really select them like this, you know. Right now, how do you select them, you know? So what you can do if you have the third group, all of them, is hold shift and click on this. It will disappear. Now we can go to Control and 2. Now we have this. You know, in the strategy it used very often in StarCraft. It was used almost every single time when the new unit was spawned. Let's say this is, you know, let's say I'm building units. This is what I have, or this is what I have, and this is new unit coming. I have grouped this. So what I do is hold shift, and he will appear here. I can even like go for this guy and I take him away. You can even do it like this by clicking on him with holding shift again. So that's another thing, how to, you know, select your groups. Like now, right now it would be awkward to, let's say, select one wolf or select the wolves from this group. Okay, let's say they're running like that idiotically. So what you do is just take a Lycan away, Control 2, and I have wolves and I have Lycan separately. So that's it for the Lycan. I'll be showing you, I guess, a few more examples, you know, how I do it. More so with the summoning units that are in the forest and that have some active abilities, I guess. Alright, we are with the Enigma. Before I will do units that are in the forest that are using creeps or neutrals that are, you know, with some abilities like Centaur, Wildkin, whatever. I'll be showing Enigma because I think it's a very important hero that you need to, you know, have right groups and control them rightly. Of course, this is not a guide how to jungle. I have, you know, very recent game with the Enigma, I think, with pretty decent jungling, so, and it's not hard. This is just about the control of the units. You are going for 3 Enigma conversions every single time, of course, and of course just the HPs and the damage are just going higher, and multiplies every time on 6 hits, 6 attacks of that unit. Doesn't matter on what, 6 attacks. That's it. So what you want to do if you are, you know, ganging, if you are not bringing your conversions from a jungle, you still want to. You have your soul rings. You have mana. You still want to cast those conversions and attack him while he is in that Malefice. So again, control groups will be 1, control 1 for the Enigma. That's the same. We got Z for the courier. This will be 2 again. But the whole thing, okay, most of the times you go for the whole group to attack the guy. Okay, I'll be showing you right now. So Malefice, let's say level 3. I'm level 5 Enigma. That's pretty normal. I'm just gonna let it push a little bit. Okay, let's go for him. So what you want to do? Okay, Malefice, holding control, and I'm attacking him right away. So they have higher chance to multiply. Okay, with the control, holding the control, as I said, it's in the menu, and they will attack him instantly, like, you know, making conversions. And in the middle of fight, in the middle of creeps and everything, you can't really do this. It takes too much time. And then attack. It's, you know, it can even take 2 seconds. That's too much. Just hold the control after the, you know, creating those conversions and attack the hero. It will definitely, you know, if you're ganking, it's almost certain kill if your allies are not retards, of course. So that's it. Holding the control, every unit will attack. You can make those groups later on, okay? You can just go for this, and right now that's the third group. As I said, everybody's the third group every single time. So I go this, we can attack, maybe attack somebody else later on. If I just want to select these conversions, I do shift, Enigma gone, just conversions, control 2, and they are group 2. Okay, separate group 2. Of course, if they are replying, you have to kind of go again for the group, whatever. So that's the basic. Again, with the Enigma, use it. It's crucial. It's very crucial to use the control right away, okay? So again, let's just try it. Just kind of afraid because my conversions. There we go. Again, Malefice. This attacking right away. You can maybe micro them in the high ground. There we go. Again, on the line, you are not really ganking mid, right? So on the line, that's a kill. If you can do that, it does a lot of damage, you know. You don't see that, but this is 28, 28, 28. God forbid if they are multiplied, you know. So again, if you're ganking Malefice, replenish unit, or bring them from forest, that's easy, I guess, but you know, the cooldown can be pretty bad for that, but do them with the creep, hold control, attack, and then of course you can select the one these are attacking, you can micro your hero around, so you know, you can do for the attack with the control, you can micro a hero, and the control you can do it every single time, even like bringing them back. So I think that's like basics again with the Enigma. I think very important for ganking. So it's, you know, the damage has to be there instantly basically, so that's how you do it. Right now I'll be showing you like maybe 2 examples how I control the units that has basically neutrals that you steal and they have some decent abilities. Okay, we are in the last part, I think, how I do control the units of Chen, because Chen is, you know, very specific with, I think, let's say just Enchantress, being in the jungle, you know, stealing those neutrals with some abilities, aura, stun, whatever, and basically you need to control them effectively, let's say. But then again, this is how I do it, okay? There might be a different way, but I do it like that. So right now, this the first group, which is the hero, stays absolutely same. And the third group, as I was saying, is everybody, so that stays also same. So third group is everybody, first group is a Chen, third group is everybody, okay? There's no change on the what is actually the second group. It's these 2 guys. And you know, micro-wise, you just need to micro basically the abilities. Like everything else is well known. And there are 2 ways how to do it, okay? So let's just go for the group 2, because you know that's what you'll be moving mostly. Right now I have it on one group, everything. Even if there are 3 of them, it's in one group. Okay, I'll be actually checking. I'll be taking third one. Hold on.
Yes.
And that will do.
So I go.
Alright. So again, this is a third group. I'm using the shift, so you know, I click this, shift, it's a group, control 2, this is a second group, and the important thing, okay, how we're setting up groups of a Chen is that what goes first to group, okay, if I do this, and then I do this, he's the first one, control 2, and whenever I click on a 2, he'll be the first, but you know, he doesn't have any abilities, so it will be kind of useless for him to be, you know, as the main thing on group, because if I'm attacking somebody and I want to use ability, I switch to 2 and there's nothing. I would have to switch by hands or by any other means. So definitely go for the ability that you want to get first. Okay, so let's say he'll be first, second, third. Alright, let's group 2, and now he'll be the first one, this guy. This guy is second one, okay? How do you know, there are many ways how to actually do it, like how to, you know, control them, how to switch, because you need to switch if you have 2 stuns, or if you have, I don't know, there's a set here that basically has the wave. It's you know, in the beginning it damages some, it does something, or you know, whatever you have, the Arza, basically area slow. So you need to switch between them, you know. I do it sometimes by hand, that you know, I basically go for the first stun. It will be always this guy, and I click on this guy and basically do it by hand. Also, you have to do it in movement, so it's much more harder. Most of the times I just basically go for the third group, do an attack, which means units that I don't really care about, like this one, will just attack, but I will control these guys, or Chen will attack, I will control these guys, and basically micro with them. But how to switch within the group, you use, again, you can by hand, you know, I do it by hand, you know, I do stun, and I'm attacking, whatever. But also you can do it by tap, okay, it's basically above the caps lock and below that, I don't know how to call it, basically console button, and you basically tap between them. So right now it's on the first one, as I said, as I was setting the group. The stun tap is on the second one, and he can stand also after that. So let's try it actually in a fight. Let's use poke. Okay, this guy shouldn't be first. Oh boy. So 1, tap, 2, and everything goes well. Meaning the kill is there. Again, if you're moving all of them, just control them as a whole group. There's, you know, no reason for you to control them as individuals. It takes, you know, too much time. Okay, now we're attacking 1, 2 with the tap. Okay. I always switch to the second group, so I have only basically the ability guys, not the Chen. I Chen control with the 1, with the group 1. This is 2, everybody. Alright? I think it makes sense. It's, you know, it's all about training. I don't really play effectively, I think, but, you know, that's just because I'm actually playing in 30 FPS, I'm commentating, so it won't be perfect. And I don't want to be, you know, I don't want my gameplay to be perfect. Okay, let's go. Stun, tap, stun. Of course I have advantage of a level, but still, you know, those stuns are there. They are stupid because they're running into it, but you know, if you are coming like from, let's say, backwards, coming from here, it works also well. Okay, let's go. Now I'll end this video with this beautiful gang that will completely fail. Again, I'm controlling my Chen right now, just for attack. 1, 2, is it 2? 2! Okay, screw you. That's what you get. I think you get the idea behind this. Basically, what you do is not basically gank. You know, you could gank them when the groups are there, when the tower is attacking. That's like a perfect gank for the, you know, summoner or summoner stealer, I guess. But definitely, you know, make the groups tap, or you can do it by hand. I prefer by hand, and then, you know, again selecting the groups on attack. I think that will be it. You know, there's, I guess, nothing into it. It's just training. You know, I don't play these heroes, at least Chen, that much, so I can't really give you like perfect tips. Just the grouping, you know, how I do it. And that will be it for this video, I think, for the series. I showed, I think, every hero how I do it, what I think is important, and yeah, I think that's it.
Invisibility.
You know, the basics stay same. The 1 for me, first group, is a Chen, or the hero that I... The second one is every controlled unit, and if it's like a Chen, you can switch by tap, those abilities. Every time it will be Q, so Q, the other ability, whatever. And then you can attack like everybody, or using Chen. Basically, every time the Chen will be first. So you can, you know, switch the third group, or group number 3, and then attack, you know, do anything you want with the Chen or whatever. And you can still attack with them. So I think that will be it. I guess thanks for watching. I hope, you know, it was basics, but, you know, that's how I do it. In the end, I want to just show you how I do things. So next one will be probably Laz, I think. And I would show you Meepo, but, you know, I will wait when it's implemented in Dota 2, and then I'll be showing you. It's completely different thing with the Meepo, for me at least. Even the grouping is completely different, and it's much more harder because I use Meepo in... I would just say that 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it takes 4 group Meepo for me, at least. You know, all 4 Meepos, 4 groups. It's still different than this, but, you know, every other hero I play like that. So hopefully it was informative. If you are, you know, beginner, you learn something from it. And thanks for watching.